sure why, but I think my odds just got better. Let's do this! 行くぜ!
My name is Hisai Kentaro. I'm the producer of Spectrobes. I'm responsible for the whole development of the game and also for the creative design.
Okay.
He had two different ideas at the time. The original one was to get, he wanted to make a game with lots of characters and a lot of characters of light, so quite happy characters really. And the second sort of idea that he had was when he was playing a lot of the DS when it was first released, and he was sort of like using the touch screen a lot, and he was thinking it would be interesting to make an excavation type game. And then also because, you know, with just blowing into the microphone you can actually move objects on the screen, which he thought was fascinating. So he kind of decided, well, maybe if I just combine both ideas, and then that's really where Spectrobes started. To start with, to say the opposite, it kind of in collecting the monsters, that's quite similar to Pokemon.
Yeah.
So, you know, the monsters, the idea of having many creatures together, that's very similar to Pokemon. But then there's a lot of new features which are specific to Spectrobes. So obviously you have things like the excavation and the awakening of your Spectrobes, and also you can customize them in many ways through the way you awake them, or you can put custom cards on. So that's quite cool to Spectrobes. But also obviously the card input system, that's very unique, that's never been done before. And also because it's obviously real-time battle, so the player themselves can actually contribute to the battle, and he's kind of involved in the battle more deeply. Ultimately his original idea was to make the cards and to make it possible from a development point of view. How they are being used is really up to the marketing. So he's made sure that marketing has a lot of possibilities of how they're using them. Just to kind of from a marketing point of view, to come back on your question, well, we are using them in many different ways, and every territory is kind of working with other partners within. We're working closely with Nintendo. There'll be some exclusive cards that you can download from their web, from the Stars catalogue.
ターンベースとリアルタイムアクションの違い？
どうしてリアルタイムアクションの方に？そう。
Okay.
He sort of said for an RPG game, you can obviously go for a real-time or turn-based strategy. But personally speaking, he says the action side of it is very important, and the fact that you can actually, as the player itself, you can enter those battle sequences and you're involved in it, and you can build up the relationships with the Spectrobes as well in a way. You feel closer, you feel more immersed in the game, so it feels more like you're in the game, that you're truly participating in the game. So that's why they've decided to go for real-time battle in Spectrobes. It's very difficult to say exactly which one of the two is more important. Ultimately, the most important thing is the story in the game as well. So if you just play through the story mode, it's about 40 hours of gameplay. And then where it becomes more important to do the training is more in the DS to DS communication, so the Wi-Fi battles. So you can really, train and you can feed and work with your Spectrobe to make it your Spectrobe. So you can give it more minerals that will give it more health points or less defense points. So that's sort of up to you. So, and then you can fight against your friends with it, obviously. So that's kind of like where the training section and the fighting section becomes more important. It's a very difficult question. So basically, the Wi-Fi is quite complicated to develop for, but at the same time they got an enormous amount of support from Nintendo, technical support, so they've been working really closely together throughout the development process to get it right. And he said it was very exciting to work with Nintendo so closely on this as well. With the friend code, one of the features that you can do is you can upload your own statistics. It's kind of like to your own site on our mini site, and basically if you give your friends codes access, they can have a look at your statistics. The problem is if you use your game code on another person's DS, then you can't really do that with friend codes. So that's where he's kind of saying it would be great if we could do something about that in the future.
Okay.
一番好きなビデオゲームは何ですか？
今はゼルダ。
Zelda, yeah.
Wii の Wii の Zelda。
Wii のゼルダはまだ買ってるけど触ってないのね。
時間ないですね。
時間がないから。で、私の友達が作ってる64ゼルダの一作目。
Oh.
Very nice game.
So I was asking him Zelda for Wii, but he said he's got it, but he hasn't had a chance to play it. So it's the original Zelda he loves, and he's got friends who's worked on it, and he's still it's his favorite game.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm an officer of the Nanairo Planetary Patrol. Let's do this! Attack! Attack! Ikuse! Go, go!